Yellowstone, a land of breathtaking beauty, a place where the raw power of nature is on full display. It's a landscape that captivates the senses, drawing visitors from across the globe to witness its unique wonders. Here, geysers erupt with clockwork precision and prismatic pools shimmer with otherworldly colors, their vibrant hues a testament to the unique microbial life thriving in the scalding waters. These are spectacles that defy imagination. Herds of bison roam the grasslands, their shaggy forms a symbol of the American West, ancient and powerful, set against golden plains bathed in the warm glow of the setting sun. They are a living link to a time long past. This sanctuary feels peaceful, a place to escape the hustle and bustle of modern life, a testament to nature's enduring power, a reminder of the forces that have shaped our planet for millennia. But beneath this serene facade, a different story unfolds. A secret stirs deep within the earth. The ground is alive with heat from the Earth's molten core, a constant reminder of the immense energy simmering just below the surface, fueling Yellowstone's famous geothermal wonders, creating a landscape unlike any other on Earth. Each bubbling mudpot and hiss of steam is a whisper from the depths, is a warning, a language of immense power, a reminder of the geological forces at play beneath our feet, hinting at creation and potential destruction, a delicate balance between the forces that build and those that can obliterate. This paradise rests on a knife's edge, a precarious position between breathtaking beauty and potential catastrophe. The beauty we see, the stunning vistas and abundant wildlife, is inseparable from the danger we cannot, the hidden threat lurking beneath the surface, a constant reminder of the power of nature. Yellowstone's vibrant life, its diverse ecosystem teeming with animals and stunning vistas, the panoramic views that stretch as far as the eye can see, exist because of a geological anomaly of epic proportions, a supervolcano that has shaped the landscape for millennia. Here, the veil between our world and the planet's fiery heart is thinner than almost anywhere else on Earth, is perilously thin, a fragile barrier separating us from the molten rock below. To walk through Yellowstone is to experience the beauty and the danger firsthand, is to tread atop a fragile crust, a reminder of the powerful forces at play beneath the surface, sealing a chamber of unimaginable fury, a sleeping giant that could awaken at any moment. The ground beneath our feet is not just Earth, it's a living, breathing entity. It's the roof of a sleeping giant, a supervolcano that holds the potential for both creation and destruction. Yellowstone, the world's first national park, spans nearly 9,000 square kilometers of forests, mountains, and lakes. Millions visit each year, drawn by Old Faithful's eruptions and the Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone's vivid colors. Wildlife thrives. Elk bugle in the mist, grizzlies forage, and wolves restore balance. Yet the true architect of this landscape lies deep underground. Yellowstone holds over half the world's geothermal features, 10,000 geysers, hot springs, and fumaroles. These wonders are powered by a plume of molten rock, making Yellowstone extraordinary. The beauty and danger are intertwined. Every bubbling pool is a window into the inferno below. These features are not just attractions, they're warnings from the Earth itself. To truly grasp the scale of Yellowstone's potential threat, to understand the sheer magnitude of what lies beneath the surface, we must delve into the anatomy of the supervolcano that slumbers beneath its picturesque landscapes. We need to understand its unique structure and how it differs from conventional volcanoes. Unlike classic volcanoes, the kind with iconic cone-shaped mountains that we readily recognize, a supervolcano like Yellowstone isn't defined by a single peak. Instead, it's characterized by a vast, complex underground reservoir of magma, a molten inferno simmering beneath the Earth's crust. It's not a mountain in the traditional sense, but rather a sleeping giant hidden from plain sight. Yellowstone's magma chamber is colossal. It stretches nearly 90 kilometers long, an immense distance that dwarfs many geological features, and 40 kilometers wide, a truly massive scale, essentially forming a subterranean lake of molten rock, a reservoir of immense energy waiting to be unleashed. Instead of building a peak above the surface, as a typical volcano would, the immense pressure from the magma below slowly swells the ground above, causing it to rise and deform over time. This uplift eventually leads to the formation of a massive caldera, a vast volcanic depression. When the internal pressure from the magma chamber finally overwhelms the strength of the Earth's crust above, the caldera collapses inward, creating a dramatic shift in the landscape. This collapse can then trigger a cataclysmic super-eruption, an event of unimaginable scale. Ash, noxious gases, and molten rock are violently ejected into the atmosphere, erupting not from a single vent but from ring fractures that encircle the caldera, creating a terrifying curtain of fire that engulfs the surrounding landscape. The sheer force of such an eruption is staggering, almost beyond human comprehension. A super eruption ejects an incomprehensible amount of material. Over 1,000 cubic kilometers of ash, rock, and gas are blasted into the atmosphere. To put this into perspective, to truly understand the scale of such an event, Mount St. Helens, a significant volcanic event in recent history, ejected just 1 cubic kilometer of material in its 1980 eruption. A super eruption is 1,000 times larger than that, an almost unfathomable difference in scale. It's not just a regional disaster, it's a planetary event with global consequences. It's not just a volcano in the traditional sense, it's a geological reset button, capable of reshaping the planet on a grand scale. The power to drastically alter the global climate, to plunge the world into a volcanic winter, lies dormant, silently building beneath the seemingly peaceful surface of Yellowstone. The breathtaking beauty of the land, the geysers and hot springs that draw millions of visitors each year, is all shaped by this hidden, terrifying potential, this immense power lurking just beneath our feet. Yellowstone is more than just a national park, it's a force of planetary change, a sleeping giant capable of reshaping the world. It's waiting, patiently, for its moment to awaken. Beneath Yellowstone's forests and geysers, the dragon sleeps. Scientists monitor its every sigh, thousands of earthquakes each year, most too small to feel, but vital clues. GPS and satellites reveal the caldera floor swelling and subsiding, evidence of the magma chamber's restless energy. The chamber is a complex mix of crystals, molten rock, and dissolved gases under immense pressure. If that pressure is released, gases expand violently, powering a super eruption. This is Yellowstone's ticking clock. Smaller events hint at the power below. Hydrothermal explosions and powerful earthquakes have altered the park's landscape. These are reminders of the system's volatility. The forces at play are active, powerful, and unpredictable. The dragon is not dead, only sleeping. Yellowstone's breath is a warning. Yellowstone's true power, a force that has shaped continents and altered climates, is not just a spectacle of geysers and hot springs, but a story etched in stone, a narrative of immense geological events written in the rocks. Each layer, each formation whispers tales of fire and fury. The hotspot, the source of this power, has left a trail, a visible scar across the North American continent. This trail is a chain of ancient calderas, silent witnesses to the hotspot's relentless journey across the continent, a journey spanning millions of years. 3 colossal super eruptions, events of unimaginable scale, have sculpted and shaped this land, leaving behind a landscape forever marked by their cataclysmic force. The very contours of the terrain bear witness to these ancient events. The Huckleberry Ridge eruption, a name that echoes through geological time, occurred 2.1 million years ago, a period so distant it challenges our comprehension. It was one of the largest volcanic events in Earth's history, a truly staggering display of nature's power. It ejected an estimated 2,500 cubic kilometers of ash, a volume so immense it's hard to visualize. This ash was found as far away as the Gulf of Mexico, a testament to the eruption's global reach. The Mesa Falls eruption, another significant event in Yellowstone's volcanic history, took place 1.3 million years ago, further shaping the landscape and influencing the region's ecology. While smaller than Huckleberry Ridge, it was still a massive eruption, a force to be reckoned with. The most recent of these super eruptions, the Lava Creek eruption, occurred approximately 631,000 years ago, a relatively recent event in geological terms. This eruption was responsible for the formation of today's caldera, the vast volcanic depression that defines Yellowstone. It also blanketed a significant portion of North America in a thick layer of volcanic ash, impacting ecosystems and altering landscapes. Pyroclastic flows, searing avalanches of hot gas and volcanic debris, completely sterilized everything within a radius of over 100 kilometers from the eruption's center, leaving behind a desolate and barren landscape. The land's very shape, its contours and features, is a lasting scar, a visible reminder of these ancient wounds inflicted by unimaginable volcanic forces. These eruptions are not mere speculation or theory. They're not just stories passed down through time. They're undeniable fact, meticulously recorded in the layers of stone, a geological record for scientists to study. The intervals between these colossal events suggest a cyclical pattern, a rhythm of eruption and dormancy. This cyclical nature leads some to wonder if we are, perhaps, approaching another window of heightened volcanic activity. Yellowstone's past, a history of immense volcanic power, serves as a stark warning, a reminder of the forces that lie beneath our feet, and a call for vigilance in monitoring our future. If Yellowstone erupted today, the consequences would be catastrophic. It would begin with intense earthquakes and dramatic ground swelling. Then the caldera would collapse in a deafening roar. A column of ash and gas would rise into the stratosphere, marking the start of a global disaster. Everything within 100 kilometers would be obliterated by pyroclastic flows. Ash would bury cities, collapse buildings, and halt transportation across the western U.S. The ash cloud would spread worldwide, plunging skies into twilight and grounding all air travel. Power grids and communication systems would fail. A volcanic winter would follow. Temperatures would plummet, crops would fail, and a global food crisis would unfold. Rainfall patterns would shift, causing droughts and floods. Humanity would face a fight for survival on a suddenly hostile planet. Humanity is not idle in the face of Yellowstone's threat. Scientists at the Yellowstone Volcano Observatory act as sentinels, monitoring the volcano's every move. Seismometers, GPS, and satellites track ground movement and stress. Gas samples reveal changes deep below. Some propose ambitious ideas, like cooling the magma chamber with deep drilling, but the risks are immense. For now, the focus is on understanding and forecasting. A super eruption would not happen without warning. Earthquake swarms, rapid ground deformation, and changes in geothermal activity would signal danger. This warning period could allow for mass evacuations and preparations. Knowledge is our greatest shield. The watchers continue their vigil knowing the stakes. For millions living near Yellowstone, the threat feels distant yet real. The odds of a super eruption are low, but the consequences demand preparedness. Public awareness and readiness are essential, not to cause panic, but to foster resilience. Emergency plans exist, but a Yellowstone event would test them to the limit. Individual preparedness matters. Emergency kits, masks, water, and evacuation plans. Education is the antidote to fear. Living in the shadow of a supervolcano reminds us of our place on a dynamic planet. By understanding and preparing, we replace fear with responsibility. Today, Yellowstone is peaceful. Geysers erupt, bison graze, and rivers run clear. The earthquakes and ground movements are normal for this active system. Scientists assure us there's no sign of imminent eruption. The giant sleeps. We've mapped its magma chambers and learned from its violent past. Our technology gives us warning and a measure of comfort, but the Earth's timescale dwarfs our own. The question is not if Yellowstone will erupt again, but when. We live on a crust both solid and fragile. For now, the giant sleeps and life continues above. Yellowstone is quiet, but for how long?